hockey around here at the time was almost a bit of an afterthought. I had it in the back of my head that, I'll just, if there's a hockey team, like I can just start one. Like, how hard can it be? Been skating since I was, skating since I was a kid, and just had this, love of the game that I don't really, can't really explain to this day. Just something just drew me to it. And there wasn't really much of a hockey culture here. It was very much a basketball city.
Loyola Marymount at 8-3 takes on LaSalle.
This was the early 2000s. LMU was still, sort of riding the high of being a basketball school in the 80s and 90s. So I started the LMU Ice Hockey Group on Facebook and searched through everyone's profile to see anyone who had the keyword of hockey as an interest, and just added them to the group. And then at the start of the year, called a meeting, and I think we had 12 or 13 people at that first meeting, and decided, like, let's give it a shot. So we started off in an adult league down in Bay Harbor, where the team actually still plays. Had a huge range of talent, ability, but I think the sort of the common thread was that everybody had a real love of the game. The program they kind of blew up, and happy to take credit for planting that early seed and getting it off the ground. But really, I think most of the credit belongs to so many other people that have come up through the program.
My name is Tyler Geckner-Zeller, and I'm the general manager of the LMU hockey program here on campus. And grew up playing hockey our whole lives, and I came to LMU and helped start the hockey program.
It was March 30th, 2006, I believe. We played what was supposed to be the USC JV team. Remember, watching when we thought the JV team come in, and it was, basically their whole varsity squad, and going like, oh, what have we gotten ourselves into here?
And for whatever reason, a lot of people showed up to that game. We played at Culver Ice Rink. There was probably like 250 people there. It was packed. And we won the game 2-0. There was a fight at the final buzzer. It was just like, there could not have been a more perfect introduction to hockey at LMU. My favorite Loyolan article about the team over the 20 years was actually after that game, because there was an opinion piece and someone's like, this was the most fun thing I've ever done, and like encapsulated sort of what we were hoping to happen with the hockey team. And that sort of gave us a jump start to get going. We were coming off this big win against USC. We're like, man, we might actually be a decent hockey team. So I schedule all summer. I take over the team from Chris Miller, who graduated. Schedule all summer. We got some hot shot recruits coming in. We're all jazzed about it. We play USC our first game ever in the ACHA, and we got walloped. And it was tough for a couple years. We thought we were going to be good, and we were just not anywhere near where we needed to be. And so we sort of built and grew over the next couple of years.
So the Lions, as you hear, are now on a power play. Save, score! We have a fight in the corner. Travis Amick put the puck in, and then got hammered after the goal.
The middle years are sort of forgotten to me. We were somewhat decent, and then we were bad, and then we finally made our first regionals in 2014, which was a big thing for us, because most of the schools we compete against have 30, 40,000 kids, so it's easy for them to field a hockey team. We have, at that time, 6,000 students on campus, and most of them were girls, right? There was like 65% female at that time.
The season started off really well. We were ranked number 3 in the West, which is the highest this team has ever been ranked. And so we were all so excited. We had such high hopes for the year. And we ended up slipping out of our spot in even regionals. We ended up ranked 15.
You need to be top 14.
Even though we had sort of a down year on our M2 level team, people expect us to be in regionals. So it's shocking to them when we don't make it, or people expect us to be playing against the top teams. Looking at where the team is now is just crazy to me.
Kids want to come to play hockey at a school where people care, especially seeing it firsthand. People are caring, and it's so much fun to be a part of it. Not only like the guys, but we obviously want some attention, and I think it's grown so much, and I think a big reason why kids want to come here now.
I think hockey works so well at LMU because college hockey is just the best sport in college. There's proof of that because people will come to our games, right? We're just a club team. People get to hit each other. There's often fights. Being able to run through someone or check someone makes it exciting for not only the fans but also the players, because you're playing with your teammates and you're going up and down the ice and you're trying to physically dominate the other team as well. Oh, absolutely 100% Ethan Patterson started the fight at the Teddy Bear Toss game. He just cross-checked some kid right in the face with 2 seconds left in the game.
Those USC games, I mean, obviously it's USC, so, they get, a little heated.
Those stories, I'm so mad in the moment, but then you look back on it at the end of the year and you're like, I guess it was fun for the crowd. I would have never envisioned that when we started this team 20 years ago, when we were spray painting water bottles.
I kind of had that expectation though, going to a California school, like I'm probably not gonna find hockey here. I've played hockey for about 10 years. I originally did like figure skating. My brother has played ice hockey since he was like 5. And one day I just said to my parents, like, I want to do that. And they put me in hockey and I've been playing ever since I was like 9. Summer between freshman and sophomore year, I was like, I really want this team. I miss the sport so much. Going to see the men's games, it just like makes me want to get back on the ice. I decided I would make a Google form and just like make a small Instagram account and like send out this form, and like off the bat got like 20 responses.
I was approached by Ren Martino, who just said, hey, we want to start a women's hockey team. And I was like, great, can you find 15 other women's hockey players? And within like 3 weeks, she was like, okay, I have 15 other hockey players. And I was like, my mind was blown.
It just kind of felt almost surreal that like I was back on the ice again with like a whole new group of girls. We've got some girls who are from like more East Coast, so obviously like more in tune with the hockey world.
I've been playing hockey since I was 10. I took a break in high school because my high school didn't have a women's hockey team.
But we've also got girls who are pretty new to hockey.
It's actually like the really first time I've played in the sports team.
Very quickly, it became very comforting. I loved it. I was like, oh, this is why I love the sport, because I get to skate, I get to feel the ice, I get to put on these hockey skates, and then I get to be a team with other people.
When I was get onto the rink, I felt like so nervous, and like I was just thinking about like I'm gonna die on the ice. Like, yeah.
It's the league that all of the college teams play in, and for women's they have W1 and W2.
Minnesota strikes 30 seconds in.
And if you look at the graph of like where these like W1 and W2s are, like all the East Coast.
At a young age, it was very difficult being a girl who wanted to play hockey. There were not a lot of co-ed or women's hockey teams in my area, which is why I had to quit in high school.
There's a lot of high school girls that have nowhere to go in state for college hockey. They either have to go out of state or they just have to give up playing for college. And so we really want to be able to be a place for them to go.
The main difference between women's hockey and men's hockey is there's no legal contact in women's hockey, right? So there's no checking. So you're not going to have the high octane hits of trying to smash someone through the glass.
It's a really weird condition for women's hockey when we're playing other women, that there's this concern about us being like fragile or like checking another girl is gonna like really injure her when we're the same size, we're the same weight almost. Like, I don't really see why that's an issue, and I know that a lot of girls feel the same about that.
We need our Alona Mar, because like I feel like she has given so much like publicity to sports like rugby, which are also not seen as women's sports.
We're trying to get some more practices on the schedule, trying to lead up to like a scrimmage/game with USC right now. But I think in 5 years, the goal is to really just be like an established team out here, have support from the student body. I mean, I think that's the ideal. Just basically what the men's have right now sounds like great for us.
And I hope that one day girls can come here and be like, yeah, I came here because they have a great film program, or they have a great STEM program, but also I like really was drawn to their hockey program.
You know, I don't know much about the women's game. Part of the reason I want to start this is because I have 2 daughters. And so like for me, it's like, what if I get them into hockey and like I can get them to come here and play on this women's team in 15 years? Yeah, this is a board we made for our 20th year. You know, looking at these photos from the last 20 years, I mean, the only year that's missing is 2020, the COVID year, where we didn't play. But you know, this first photo right here, this is right after we beat USC in that first game. And so we're obviously all thrilled how well that went. And then, you know, you can see our team sort of grow over the years. Like the year after that, we probably had an extra 10 new kids.
Looks like they've only got in that first photo like maybe 2 more players than we have right now. Seeing the progress from like just like coaching staff and like team players, it is really promising. And I think the support here at LMU has been great for men's hockey, so I'm really hoping that that also happens with the women's team. I mean that looks like the ideal. Maybe we try to not take as long.
And I guess to anybody sort of out there watching, if you've got any sort of you know, dream or vision that maybe other people have, you know, told you is, you know, unlikely to succeed, like if I'd actually sat down in a mirror and, you know, said, hey, you know, you can build a hockey program at you know, a small Catholic school in Southern California where there's probably more surfers than hockey players, and, you know, not a rink within 20 minutes, you know, do you think you're actually gonna be successful at that? Like, you know, probably not, but I just went for it.
So happy. Everyone put in so much effort. I mean, we came to this game like knowing that it's a scrimmage, but like we just wanted to have fun. We didn't really have any expectations on like other team's skill level or like outcome. We were just like, let's just go out there, have fun, put in the effort, and like it paid off. 2-0. I heard from our general manager that that was the score that the men's game was as well, which is insane. It's just all really exciting, and I can't wait for next year, honestly.